Hello everyone, today we are learning how to solve a 4x4. So if you haven't seen my last video on how to solve something, the 3x3, well, I made a multi-part series of this. So today I'm actually going to try to make this all in one video. So scramble it, get started. Alright, so now I've adjusted my camera angle so we can get started. So to solve the 4x4, you need to first learn how to solve a 3x3. So if you haven't watched my guide, go watch it, please. But anyway, so first what we're gonna do, we're gonna use the Yao method. Now don't be intimidated by the name, it's just a name. So first thing we're gonna want to do is that we're gonna want to make a center. So we're gonna start with the white one because that's the most obvious. So first we're gonna want to make a bar. So like this is a bar but red, but we want to make something like this but white. So we want to match these and these together. So what we might do that is just by rotating this side until it matches. Then we can slice it in the middle to make a bar like this. It's pretty simple, isn't it? So now we gotta make another bar like this, but we gotta make sure we don't break this up. So we got a white piece here and a white piece here. So let's just try putting them together and they don't match. So what we can do is that we can break this up and we can turn this so when it comes back down, we make a bar. So now we can just turn this layer like this and make a little bar. a little center. Like that. That's pretty easy. I'm sure most can do that. So now here's when things start to be a little more complicated. So now we're going to make the yellow center, which is opposite of white. So to make the yellow center, we got this yellow bar right here. We're going to want to put up top. We can do it like this. This breaks up the white center. So what we can do is just move yellow out the way, put it back. So that's there. We also put this there. Now we're going to want to follow the same concept. We're going to make a yellow bar like we did with the white. So just move this. Put those together. But in this case, if we just try to put this up and move it out of the way, we just take down another yellow bar. So what we're going to want to do instead is that we're going to want to put this yellow bar here. We're going to do that, move it out of the way, and when it comes back down, we've made two centers. Okay, so now we're going to want to start edge pairing. So on a 3x3, we got edges like this, right? So on the 4x4, we're going to try to make edges like those because we want to turn the 4x4 into one big 3x3. So to do that, we're going to take, so you see this blue and white edge. We put it up here. Now we're going to find the other blue and white edge. Here it is. So if it's right here, all you have to do is just move this away. And you can move this across so it comes into here and put this back. Now if they're on opposite sides, you can just move up and you can pair them. Once you do that, you want to move them to the white. Now you're going to want to know the color scheme. What do I mean by the color scheme? Well, on a Rubik's Cube, there's a color scheme. So if white's on bottom, blue is left of red, green is right of red, and orange is opposite of red. And white and yellow are opposite. So you're going to want to know the color scheme. So from the blue, red is going to be on the right of blue. So we're going to find the red edge. Here it is. So now we're going to put this in the center like this. Also, try to keep this preserved. Don't break it up. So just keep it on the bottom like this. Alright, so where's the other red edge? Right here. So we're going to want to do this. Also, keep in mind, if they're both on the same side, you can't pair them. No matter what you do, you can't pair them. Because you're both on the same side. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to move the other one to the other side by just doing that. And then you can pair them. So remember, red goes on to the right of blue. See? Red goes on the right of blue. Okay. So now, if we look at this, so on blue, to the left of blue is orange, okay? So now we're gonna find an orange edge. There we go, we found one. And now, as you can see, they're in the same slot, so you just move it like that. Pair it up. Make sure not to break these. Put them in. Orange, blue, red. Yep, we're good. We only need to make 3 edges. Okay, now all we have to do is just keep this to our left and don't break this up. So that means we're gonna have to do it like this. So first, since we have red here, since we have orange here, we're gonna move this orange block to the left. So do you see what I did there? I moved this down so when this moved, it wouldn't break up this. Okay? So as I go down, I have to also move this. Okay. So now we got this other orange block here, which we're gonna want to pair up with this. So we're gonna move this down and we can rotate this so it's in the correct orientation. Then move it up. Now we got an orange center. Okay, so with yellow facing up, orange. So to the left of orange is green, so we're gonna want to do green next. And conveniently, there's already a bar there. So we're gonna want to move that bar diagonally. And we have another bar here. So for this, we're gonna want to apply the same concept we did to make the yellow center. So we're gonna keep this here and move it up. And when we come to the left twice, when we put it down, it won't have broken up this. Be mindful not to break this up again. So we got this case. So to the left of green is red. So we're gonna do red. So we got this, so just diagonal. When you have diagonal, you just put it down and then put this to the right and go up again. So now we have like this little L shape. Now we have this up here. So what we want to do this is that we want to put it to the right here, to this. So when we go up, this pairs up, and then go to the right, down again, and now we've made the centers. Now if I had all the bars already connected in this, so if the bar isn't connected, just apply the same concepts that we've used to make the white and yellow centers. Just do it while not breaking this up. That's important. So now we're going to do edge pairing, which will make all these edges into one and make it kind of look like a 3x3, but just larger. So first we're going to want to make the last edge here, which is going to be the green and white edge. So since we have them like this, we can just fold it like that and then slice across. But now we've broken up these centers. So to fix this, we're gonna put this up here, but we're gonna take it out like that. Then we're gonna put this back together. And then we're gonna put this edge back and we can put it back together. Now, what if the edges were like this? So we had to learn something called a flip algorithm. So to get these paired together, we're going to want to move the slice like that in either direction, but I prefer right. So anyway, so the idea is we're going to use the flip algorithm, and this will put this edge here, so when we come back, it'll pair. So the flip algorithm goes like this. Just watch what I do. Okay, and now we just put it back. There we go. Make sure you're following the color scheme because that is very important. Okay, so now we are gonna go and apply an edge pairing method. So just find a random edge, like this blue and yellow edge. So now we gotta find the other blue and yellow edge, and we can see it's right here. So what we're gonna want to do is just put it in like that. So to do this, we're going to use the edge flipping algorithm. So we slice across, use the edge flipping algorithm, and then we turn it back. There we go, an edge. Now we're going to want to keep this edge preserved. So now we're going to want to take it out like that and move it across, so when we come back down we have preserved it and put an unsolved edge in its place. Okay, so I've decided our next edge is going to be green and yellow. So now I've found the green and yellow edge. So now I'm going to want to put it in, and since you can just slice across, all it does is pair them up. So you can just take it out and put an unsolved edge into it. You're going to want to solve like this until like the last 4 edges. Okay, we've reached the last 4 edges. Okay, we have reached the last 4 edges, and as you can see, if we paired one of them up, we can't put another one like that, because it'll just be another solved one. So instead, we should keep that solved edge there, and we're going to have to solve it in a very specific way. So the way I do it is that I find these two of the same edges, like that, and what I do is that, and we're going to use the flipping algorithm and just pair them up like that. And we're going to have to do the same to these edges. Also, if you see this case where it's like the same edges here and here, you can just slice and just do the flip algorithm.